Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Salif Mahmoud Sisi, Municipal Coordinating Director, Afram North Municipal Assembly.
What do you say? Municipal Chief Executive, Afram North.
And former Member of Parliament for?
Former Member of Parliament for Afram North. Former Member of the Public Accounts Committee.
Definitely. Yes, I was with him on the same committee. So when I saw him there, I felt, yes, he had to quickly come for us to discharge.
Intercourse Samwood, Municipal Finance Officer.
Jamon Fabian, Development Planning Officer.
Okay, we'll start with your infractions, and the first one is will be handled by Honorable Ernest Name, and it's on page 80.
Thank you, Chairman. Afram North, your infraction has to do with inefficient revenue collection, and here you are cited for 4 collectors who received a total salary of 137,000, but only collected 88,000. Your shortfall of about 49,000, almost 50,000 Ghana cedis. What do you have to say about this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, based on the auditor's recommendation, I organized a meeting and set a specific horita level target for them, and also I might also give them the refresher capacity training for them to know how to go about the revenue mobilization.
Thank you. Honorable MC, can you assure us that with your experiences, you will be able to turn around revenue collection within Afram North?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Just as my municipal finance officer said, we've organized a number of refresher courses for them. We're taking them through a number of orientation. Practically too, there are times that management of the assembly also join them to see how they do the collections at the various markets, especially. So with that, we also saw some of the lapses that made them unable to do their work as expected. And with that, they were corrected on a number of things, and I think a number of things are being improved.
Thank you. I think the potential is there.
Yeah.
So let's do more on that. Sure.
All right, now this infractions on page 84, and Honorable Akwesi Kunedu will handle that.
Chairman, this has to do with some unrecovered rent, and the amount is 17,320. How much have you been able to recover?
Honorable Chair, the outstanding amount of the rent has been fully recovered from the T40s, and the receipts have been verified by the auditors.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, the total amount has been recovered.
Thank you, Chairman. They've complied with the recommendation.
All right, the next infraction is on page, paragraph 116. Honorable Shirley Che will take that one.
Welcome, Honorable DC and your team. MC, right?
MC,
okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. So this is to do with missing assets. When the auditors came for their fiscal inspection, they realized that you had 4 items missing: a digital camera, a laptop, and 2 televisions. You indicated that the items got missing from the former chief executive director's residence, but the items were supposed to be in the assembly stores. One was supposed to be at the MC's office and the other at his residence. You also failed to get a police report to authenticate the theft. And as such, the recommendation is for the Chief Executive Officer, former, to be held accountable for failing to report it and for you to recover the loss. Have you been able to recover this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think the matter was actually reported to the police. When I assumed office, I cited the report by the former coordinating director when the matter was reported to the municipal police commander. So based on that, the occupants of the bungalow, in terms of the caretakers, were invited to question how come they were there and yet the television set got missing. So upon interrogations, those people were made to buy a new television to replace that one, and it has been presented to the auditors for verification.
Auditors, can you confirm this?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the assets have been presented to us for inspection, and we have done that.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair, with regards to the issue of the laptop too, it was something that developed a problem. It was sent to, what's the name? A service center for servicing to be conducted. So it has been done, and then one of the assistant directors is currently using it in the office. That has also been presented to the auditors for their verification.
Thank you. Auditors, was the laptop presented to you?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Okay,
All the assets that were missing have been presented for inspection.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
The next infraction is that paragraph 110, and Honorable Eli Agrugu will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I have for North South, your infractions are, North, your infractions are abandoned projects. Can you update us as to what the status is now?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. With regards to the rehabilitation of the bungalows for the municipal circuit court judge, that has been done and it is being occupied by the judge. Then following the 6 unit, 1/6 unit classroom block at Odikron Kwanta, that is also completed for their use. And then the municipal health directorate is also completed and handed over to them. So we've done that. With regards to the construction of the 3-number creche and pit latrine at Abunsiaso, Achina, and Denyami, I will let my planning officer speak to that.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, these projects are Ghana Productive Safety Net projects. That is a climate change mitigation intervention project. And we're supposed to construct these pit latrines and creches at the farm sites. And we actually constructed the first 2. It was left with the last one. And unfortunately, the flow of the funds has stopped for the meantime. That is why we've not been able to complete it. So we've applied for a replenishment of the account, which when we get to complete the last one. Thank you.
So did you update the auditors on this particular one? Were you able to update them?
We did explain to them that we are waiting for funds from the ministry when it comes to complete the rest. Thank you.
Auditors, can you please confirm the 3 he mentioned and then the last one as well?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the 3 have been completed. That is a bungalow for the municipal circuit court judge, and then the 6-unit classroom block, then the municipal health directorate building that has been completed, but as at the time of the audit, it has not been handed over. The construction of 3-number creche, that one too is still pending. Like he said, they are trying to work on them And then the completion of area council, that one too has stalled, is still the same. The information they gave us was that they have added it to the legacy projects that they will be dealing with. Thank you.
With this pending projects, have you started any new ones in the district?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Like I was saying, we've added it to the legacy projects that we are embarking on for this year 2026. So the area council is going to be completed.
You didn't answer my question. Aside the ongoing project that have been abandoned, have you started new ones? Any new projects within the district?
Is it about new projects or new abandoned?
New projects starting from the scratch?
Yes, we have a number of them started based on how our common fund is supposed to be used. We have the portion that is supposed to go into education infrastructure. We have a portion that goes into legacy projects. We have the portion that goes into health infrastructure and so on and so forth. So depending on the percentage that is going into what, we have new projects started. For instance, we started a ward for Manfo.
It's okay. So what you have to do, what I will suggest is, let's give priority to ongoing project when that is completely done before we start new ones. Because there are times that you go and borrow money from PWD funds to do other things. You can go and get money from somewhere, just borrow the same and then finish it before you start new ones. So, Mr. Chair, that's it for now.
Thank you very much, Chair. Very well taken.
All right, the next infraction is on paragraph 129, and Honorable Frank Yeboah will handle that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It has to do with failure to supply machinery and to replace or repair broken down trucks for Asante North Municipal. The contract you had with Zoom Lion required Zoom Lion to supply skip trucks and refuse containers. And also, when any of these things are damaged or broken down, you go back to Zoom Lion for the problem to be fixed. The auditors reported that a skip truck had broken down, but it was not fixed during the time of the audit, and 3 refuse containers were damaged, but they were not repaired. What is the current status of this infraction or this recommendation?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Based on the audit recommendation, we contacted Zoom Lion. They came in and repaired the skip truck, and then it's currently working. With regards to the 3 containers that were also having problems, they have duly replaced the 3 containers, and we do not have any outstanding issues. And the matter was also reported to the auditors for their verification.
Auditors, can you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the containers have been supplied and then the truck has also been repaired.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, I'm okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, I have for this one. Asante North, you are discharged.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Let's go to Bekwai Municipal.
Honorable, you can tell that clearly their MC has been on the Public Accounts Committee before. I hope you all take a cue from him and learn from him how to address infractions that you've been cited for. I will do say, I wish you all the best. Thank
you. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Yeah, my name is Petro Philemon Ankole, Municipal Coordinating Director, Bekwai.
My name is Salifu Isahak, Bekwai Municipal Chief Executive.
My name is Alhaji Yusuf Isaku, the District Finance Officer.
My name is Alassane Cook, Internal Auditor.
Bekwai, what brings you here?
Honorable Chair,
Yes, sir.
few audit infractions.
Few audit infractions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with paragraph 114, and Honorable Frankie Boa would take care of that. It's on completed projects not in use.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bekwai. Government spent about 386,000 for the construction of Kente Weaving Center at Kwaman. Though the project has been completed, you have chosen not to use it. Why?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I assumed office around May, and I came to meet this infraction. Before I assumed office, the then coordinating director had taken steps to address the issue. When it was raised by the auditors, letters were written to the regional he had already taken steps, and the steps were that initially the Kente weavers were many in that community, and it was done based on their request. And before the project was done,
MC, right?
Yes.
I think you are prolonging the issue. I ask you a simple question. What is the status of it now?
The status currently is in use, and it is that place has become a mini KJT in the municipality. Very busy.
Mini KJT. Thank you very much. So, is it the case that all the problems you had with the allocation has been resolved?
Currently, yes.
Is it on record?
It's on record, and our external auditors
have you
are aware.
updated the auditors?
It's naked before them. I'm saying that the issues about the place being in use is naked before them. They are aware.
Auditors.
Auditors. Auditors.
His choice of word is not palatable, but you confirm whether it's been done or not.
Honorable Chair, we have done the inspection and the place is being used now.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Chair, I think it's okay.
It's naked before.
They have another one on our page, paragraph 129, failure to supply machinery. Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bekwai. You have a service agreement with Zoom Lion, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they were supposed to supply a skip truck and 4 refuse containers. According to the auditors, those items or equipment were not supplied at the time of the audit. So what's the status now?
Steps has been taken, and the skip truck has been supplied, and the containers are supposed to be 5. 5 has been duly supplied, and they are currently in use.
What about the truck that was broken down?
They replace it.
And 10 damaged refuse containers.
No, they're supposed to be 5.
I don't want to drag it. The auditors reported that 10 refuse containers had broken down. So you are saying 5, the auditors are saying 10. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. Bekwai Municipal, 10.
Yeah, my briefings showed 5, and there were documents to show that the 5 has been duly.
Auditors, can you help us here, please?
Honorable Chair, the containers were 10. Per our management letter, my understanding is that it is 10. And that the current situation is that they have replaced the truck, and then the 4 containers have been supplied.
Oh, what about the 10 damaged ones? That you mentioned as 5. So if
the 5 were in question. The other 5 were not in a good condition, and since then they have taken steps to repair them.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I think I'm done. I think it's fine.
MC, I would advise that you go by the auditor's recommendations, not necessarily through, what do you call it, the notes, handing over notes that they gave you. When there's an auditor auditing, I would rather go by his numbers than what you have. All right, this is Bekwai. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Okay, can I call Agogo? What is it? Asante Akim North. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, my name is Angela Boama Asante, Administrative Officer.
Isa Abdallah, Finance Officer.
Sarah Amwakwa, MC for Asante Akim North.
Ibrahim Abubakari, Internal Auditor.
All right, your first infraction is on paragraph 100, and Dr. Desau will handle that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This infraction has to do with unsupported payments. You made payments to the tune of 13,472 Ghana cedis, 5 PVs, and yet some of them did not have the accompanying receipts, statements of claim, and other related supporting paperwork. This is clearly in violation of the Public Financial Management Act and its appropriate regulations. How come? What happened? Why did you do that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, this has to do with clients of the Assembly, as well as Assembly contractors. When the monies were given, we have to pursue them consistently for the receipt. So we put in a mechanism saying that subsequent payment to those people were withheld before they bring the receipt, the previous receipt. That made us to get this receipt. Thank you.
It's not clear. So you give people money, and then you now chase them for receipts. What kind of services did they render, and how come you can pay money and not get receipts?
Some has to do with fuel receipt. And fuel, you have to give the money out before the client will go and buy it before you bring the receipt. Thank you.
So what kind of clients did you deal with such that they can take the money and yet they cannot bring the receipts?
Honorable Chair, I said the clients has to do with some of assembly staff who goes on workshops, training and those things. When they need fuel, you have to give them the money before they will buy the fuel, before they bring the receipts.
So, sorry, what's your schedule?
Finance Officer.
Were you there when this infraction? Okay.
No, please.
And who was there? Coordinating Director, were you there?
He was not there too.
Internal Auditor.
Why don't you allow him to answer?
He's not there.
Huh?
Over to you.
Oh, it's a hair.
Do we have a Coordinating Director amongst you?
No, please.
What's your schedule?
Please, I'm an Administrative Officer.
What is your
Our Coordinating Director went to Accra.
Excuse me, Madam MC, where is your coordinating director?
Thank you. Please, yes, having an interview at Accra right now.
Interview?
Yes, please.
What kind of interview?
Coordinating directors, promotion interview.
Honorable Chair, promotion interview.
Oh, the MC is speaking. Respectfully.
Please, it's about promotion interview.
Okay, all right. So I'm sure. Anyway, you are the MC, right? I'm sure, Madam, Mr. Chair would understand. Now, but back to the issue. I just want clarity on it quickly so we can move on. So what's the status now? Have you been able to trace the receipts and close the PVs?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
So now, going forward, how do you, as new officers in the place, going to ensure that we don't have the practice where you give out money and then you are chasing your own officials in the assembly to bring receipts? Have you heard yourself at all?
The strategy now is you bring the receipt before we release the check to you.
But that's also wrong because it means you are asking them to go and generate receipts.
That is why I said some can be given right away, but some you have to give the money. The person will go and spend before he bring the receipt. Those that has to do with claim sheet, we made you sign the claim sheet attesting that you have taken the money. Then we release the monies to you. Instead of giving the money to you, then later we'll be chasing you up and down. We let you sign it there. We take the claim sheet, we give the monies to you or check to you. But those that has to do with fuel...
Young man, let me give you a little bit of advice. You are talking too much. Listen to the question and give a short answer. The more you talk, the more you dig yourself in. Please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Mr. Chair, I will defer to you. I think I'm done.
Yeah, go ahead.
The MC, you see what transpired here, including what you have seen. My only advice to you, you have to be firm.
Yes, please.
If you rely solely on the technocrat, you will come to this committee again.
Thank you, Honorable.
Right, the next infraction is on I will find it. I know that you have about 4 more infractions. Please do that.
Sorry, we forgot. I think it escaped us. The regional minister is here with us today. He was here yesterday and he's here again. Honorable Minister, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And you've missed a lot of things. But I know you are seeing some of these things for yourself so that when you go into caucuses and meetings with them, you know what exactly to tell them to set up and avoid some of these things. You're welcome once again. Thank you. Yeah.
Continue, please.
Okay, Honorable Regional Minister, you know, we can never finish introducing you. So I got the leave of Madam Chair to interrupt. I hope you don't mind.
Don't worry,
yeah,
it's fine.
and being who we are, I'm sure you take this lightly. Yes, and you are welcome. We are really honored to have you. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Okay,
In the House.
all right. So, 90. Kini, yeah, where is he?
They say to do that, you say, where is it? Just look at this.
Okay, Asante Akim North. Achim North, right?
Yes, Honorable.
So, Honorable Chair, I think it has to do with payments not fully accounted for.
It's the same.
That was the same infraction.
Same thing again.
Yes.
So ask them whether they have.
Okay, so it's on utilization as well.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so then we can.
Okay, let me go to the next one.
Yeah.
Asante, Asante Akim North, we are now paragraph 129. And Honorable Frank Ebo will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Asante Akim North. That's what is written, madam. Asante Akim North Municipal. I was just reading what's about it's Achim, right? Let's analyze the performance of the agreement or the contract I have with Zoom Lion. 4 refuse containers were supposed to be supplied. What is the status now?
Thank you. Please, that one is not for us. Our cases are 2.
Hey.
Madam, we have more than 2.
Asante Akim North.
Yes, please.
No. You are here. You are setting your own questions. What was the name?
Madam, which other infraction do you have?
Please, that one deals with failure to tax remittance.
So, that should be my question.
Okay, Honorable Ms. Bao, just take off paragraph 133.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Asante Akim North. You made payments to the tune of 84,390 in respect of tools, equipment, and materials, and also withheld a tax component of 2,610. But you failed to remit this amount to the GRA, contravening Section 117 of the Income Tax Act 2015. Could you possibly explain to the committee how this came by and whether this amount has been paid to the GRA and when you did that? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The set amount of 2,610 has been paid to GRA. Then what accounted to it was as a result of printing. We forgot to print it. So at the time they came, it was printed, and then later we showed it to the auditors. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Please, what time was this payment done?
Come again, sir, Honorable Chair.
What time did you remit this payment to the GRA?
It was done after the audit.
Please, did you say you hadn't printed the receipt?
I said we had printed it after the audit.
You had printed what?
The GRA
Your infraction
receipt.
is unremitted withheld tax. And you are saying you hadn't printed the receipts.
Honorable Chair, what happens is, it's system generated tax. So at that time, we had not gone into the system to print the receipt.
So all this time that the auditors were there, you never bothered to go into the system. 2 weeks they were with you, the 30 days and everything. You never bothered to go onto the system to just retrieve the receipt for them.
Honorable Chair, that was the situation.
Why? You were not there?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
But auditors, can you confirm what the assertion he's making, that now they have done it and showed you a copy? Can you help us here? Because I didn't know that you could print
Yeah, Honorable Chair, they did it after the audit because the date I have is 5th August 2025.
Oh,
By then we had completed the
well, he
the
says
audit.
he wasn't there at that time, so at least it's been done.
Madam MC,
Yes, Honorable.
the questions that you set will not be accepted. So let me ask you my questions. So, Zoomland was supposed to have supplied you 4 refuse containers.
Yes, Honorable.
Do you have them now?
Please, they have given us 2.
Remaining 2. Okay, what about the skip track? 1.
No.
Is it the case that I don't have the information or what? Because reading from your face, I'm being tempted to think that I don't have the information.
Please, the track that we are using is the old one. We haven't received any new one.
No, but this is an old this is an old report, 2024 report. So you didn't have enough time to.
I'm not
read
the old one. That one they is still there. That is what we are using now.
I will find it difficult to proceed because you don't seem to have the report. So I will suggest that, Mr. Chair, I will defer to you, but I will suggest that after this program, we can liaise with Zoom Lion to know the status of this particular infraction, please. And next time when you are coming, read before you come, please. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable. Thank you too.
MC, Zoom Lion supposed to supply 4 containers for you.
Yes, sir. Please, that one I'm aware.
So have they supplied the 4?
They have given us 2. And I normally call them and they said they will bring the other 2. So we are still working on it. Asante Akim North.
Yes,
Agogo.
Asante Akim North.
Yes,
Madam,
please.
you are discharged.
Thank you very much.
And now let's call Amansie Central District.
You review this, what is better when you go to the better clubs.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Emmanuel Siama, the District Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, I'm Emmanuel Obiajimai, the District Chief Executive.
Okay.
Honorable Chair, I'm Ade Emmanuel, District Coordinating Director, Amansie Central.
Honorable Chair, I'm Evelyn Ajekum, Human Resource Manager, Amansie Central.
Amansie Central. Your infraction is on paragraph 112, and Honorable Simon will handle that one.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Amansie Central, Lydia Mensah, you sponsored her and she didn't return back. Have you retrieved the money from her?
Honorable Chair, yes please. She was a staff and she vacated post and we paid her 1 month salary, but she has refunded the money.
In full?
Yes please, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, can you confirm please?
Honorable Chair, the amount has been recovered.
That'll be all from me, Chair.
Right, the next infraction is paragraph 80, and Honorable As3m will handle that one.
Thank you, Chair. Amansie Central, this infraction has to do with inefficient revenue collection. And we have already dealt with this matter today. So this time we will just be quick on this. Can you tell this committee what you have done so far in terms of these revenue collectors?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Based on the recommendations of the Auditor General, we sat down with them, gave them warning letters, then we set targets for them based on their remunerations, and also organize some training programs for them to improve on their skills. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Yeah.
What was stated in the warning letter?
We gave them a warning that they should improve on their performance. They should collect more than what government pays them. Otherwise, we will withhold their salary.
But is that the law? That if they fail to do that, you withhold their salary?
Chair, it was a form of warning to them.
Yes, but your warning will have to be, a legal one. This is illegal. You cannot tell them that if they don't perform, if they don't meet their target, you withhold their. As for that one, no.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So look for other innovative ways.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
To help you raise more revenue.
Thank you.
Amansie, I think we will take a cue from Madam Chair, but then can you confirm the number of commission collectors you have at the Assembly?
Honorable Chair, there are seven commission collectors.
And can you compare the performance of commission collectors and those on government payroll?
Honorable Chair, the commission collectors always outperform the permanent collectors.
So that's a cue for all of us then. Yeah, thank you.
But, sir, you are the coordinating director, right?
The finance officer.
Finance officer. You have 4 collectors who you pay 181,000, and they bring in 68,000. And the first thing you do is you give them warning letters.
Honorable Chair, it was the first time their performance fell below. So,
sir, are you sure this is the first time their performance fell below? Because we have the records.
Honorable Chair, yes, please.
How come their performance fell below just this time, 2024? What happened?
Honorable Chair, honestly, there were issues which they claimed affected them.
What issues?
Like most of the items they were collecting earlier were ceded to the area councils. So it affected their performance.
So what is the performance now?
It's quite encouraging now, Honorable Chair.
Are they collecting more than they are being paid?
Chair, yes, please.
But you said there are what areas were ceded to the area councils. Have you taken those areas back?
Yes, please. Honorable Chair, some of the areas we took them back and gave it to the collectors.
Master, these answers that you guys are giving, it's being recorded, it's being shown live on TV. One day it will come back to bite you if you are not telling us the real story. We will see you next year. You are discharged.
Have you accepted that we'll see you next year? Meaning that, I mean, you'll be cited for one infraction or the other. Is that what you want?
No, please, Honorable Chair.
So maybe you should say that we'll do our best and will not appear here. But to see you next year and then you smile and shake your head,
No,
meaning that you
I
appear
didn't
here.
not, Honorable Chair.
Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for your advice.
Honorable Chair, that's what I was about to say, that we'll see you next year, but on telly.
That's a good one.
You are discharged. Now let's call Bosomtwe.
Thank you so much. That one you can from after that you can move anyhow you want to.
Please introduce yourselves to the committee.
I'm Benedapia, Green Director.
Respectfully, I'm Engineer Abdullah Hamidu, District Chief Executive.
Please, I'm Wendy Ajimai Tutu, Finance Officer.
Are you related to Honorable Ajimai, former MP for Tain?
No, please.
No, okay. He's also Ajimai Tutu.
Okay, and I'm Phyllis Abroka, the budget analyst.
Your infraction is on page 80. Honorable Enim will handle that.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Bosomtwe, your infraction has to do with same inefficient revenue collection. And my question to you is, how do you ensure that these revenue collectors, what they collect, you have it in your records, record keeping, record management? How do you ensure that once they collect, you are able to keep track of whatever comes in? We have had these round of questions around revenue collection. We want to be able to tie all the loopholes so that we don't have these issues reoccurring next year. How do you ensure that people go out, they take revenue, they come, you keep records of it, how you manage them? Let us know.
Thank you. Please, we do monitoring. Normally, we issue tickets and JCRs to them.
Okay.
So we use that to check and monitor the monies that they have received.
Okay.
Before we issue another market ticket or JCR, we compare from the paying slip with the JCR.
Do you keep a database of all your revenue sources?
Yes, please.
Okay. So there are 5 collectors here who were paid a total of 209,000, whereas they brought in only 57. Do you set targets for these people?
Yes, please.
How is your target setting done?
Based on their salaries.
Salaries. And how many people have you sanctioned in the last 3 years?
Personally, I have not sanctioned anyone.
How long have you been with the assembly?
About 7 months.
Okay, that's well noted. Do you have any of the officers that presided over this who are with you today?
No, please.
So how are you going to ensure that you do not come here next year with this same infraction? How many revenue collectors do you have at the assembly?
Currently, I have 5.
So you have 5, and all 5 we have here were not able to do what they were expected to do. As at 2024, how many collectors did you have at the assembly?
7.
And out of the 7, 5 performed abysmally. And what has been done from 2024 to date? Because if now you have 5, and as at 2024, 7, we had almost about 90% non-performance. How are we going to ensure that with the 5 we have in place, we'll be able to collect revenue and we'll be able to make enough in our IGF?
Thank you. Management engaged the revenue collectors when I took office. They raised certain concerns. We have addressed them, and it's yielding improvement in the revenue.
How many markets do you have in your district?
3.
3 markets.
Yes,
on
please.
average, how much do you receive per month for all these markets?
On average, 150.
On average?
150.
150,000.
Yes, please.
Ghana cedis.
Yes, please.
So we should be expecting almost about 1.5 million for 2026. Next year.
Hopefully more.
Hopefully more.
Yes,
That's
please.
good. We'll pray that you are able to achieve these targets you've set for yourself. So currently, how much target have you set for the 5 collectors?
Currently, we've set targets multiplying their monthly by 3. Per month, 4,000.
4,000. So each collector is supposed to give you about 12,000 Ghana cedis every month.
Yes, please.
And we have 5, so that's 60,000 every month.
Yes, please.
How are you going to achieve your target of 150,000 in a month?
Thank you. When we engaged them, certain concerns were raised by them that we management have addressed, and we do follow-ups mostly.
So then I can say that your target of 150 is not achievable if you have set a target of 3 per person, 3 times per person of the salary, and we are getting 60,000, and you are also targeting she's saying 150,000 a month. And she has only 5 collectors.
I have commission collectors as well.
How many collectors do you have?
I have 12.
Okay, that's okay. So that's
Madam, are you the DFO?
Yes, please.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Yes, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed. Yes.
In Parliament,
You know your job.
Thank
And
you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
It's not because you're a woman, but it's because you know your job.
Madam, with respect, can we hear her name again, please, in full?
Please, my name is Wendy Ajiman Tutu.
The Ajiman Tutu.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
Mrs.
Okay, now you are talking. You should say this.
Madam, I'm sure your husband is very proud of you as well.
Thank
no,
you.
we are done with it.
You are done. You are done. Oh, hold on. Madam, is that the only infraction that you guys have?
Yes, please.
All right.
Madam, how long have you been in the district? How long have you been in the district?
She said 7 months. Okay, madam, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's call As3m South. As3m South, are you here?
Where is your
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, my name is Margaret Owusu, the coordinating director.
Mr. Chair, I'm Evanzamu Chumesi, Chief Executive, As3m South.
Honorable Chair. Ajima Nkrumah Emmanuel, District Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, my name is Eric Nyakon Adam, Engineer.
What brings you here?
Honorable Chair, please, we have some infractions.
Infractions?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. It's on paragraph 110. Honorable Alec Plain Magrugu will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So you are, your infractions are, is abandoned projects. We have a 12-unit market stalls at Aguna. We have an ICT center, DA primary school at Bipwa. And then we have construction of 3-unit classroom block. Can you please update the committee on this abandoned project?
Yes, please. Honorable Chair, please, the abandoned projects, because of the legacy projects, the money for the legacy projects, we have repackaged and re-awarded all of them, and they are under current construction currently.
What happened to the contractors you awarded the contract to?
Honorable Chair.
The previous contractor, that's what.
Yeah, the previous contract.
Yes, Honorable Chair, thank you. Most of these contracts were being awarded to the same contractors.
Okay.
So all the 3 projects, the market stalls, the ICT, and the classroom blocks, all the 3 have been repackaged and awarded.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The market is an MP's project. So we had a meeting with her, and she promised to go to DACF for funds to have it done. It was of 3 folds. The first phase was done, which was left with the second and third phase. So the last meeting we had with her, she promised to talk to DACF administrator and have money.
You, the MC, you cannot talk to your government is in power. You cannot talk to the DACF administrator.
Because the project was MP's own.
It is not MP's project. See, as yesterday, the chairperson for today said, we know a lot more. So when we are asking you questions, we know what we are asking. And I'm asking you, this, we are told, is a project for the development of 12 unit stalls for one of your towns, Agona. And that DACF agreed that they will do the first phase, and then the previous MC, is it MC?
Yes.
Yes, said they were going to take on after that. You have come to inherit the municipal, and there's continuity in government. DACF finished their part of the bargain. In their books, what they offered to do, they have done. In the books of DACF, what they offered to do, they have done. So the assembly agreed that they will go ahead and complete the other phases. And I'm told it's almost completed. And so why are you saying it's an MP's project? Such that when the MP completes it, the MP will take it to her home and use and utilize. This is for the community. Yesterday we had a similar situation. Please, you see, once government or public funds have gone into a project, we cannot sit and watch it go bad or utilized. How much more do you need to complete the project? You are the MC, you are the representative of the president in your municipal, and you say you cannot confidently walk into the administrator of DACF's office and ask that this was the agreement. We know you have finished yours. This is what the assembly is willing to contribute. Can you support us? But the MP has said, the MP will do her part, yes. But then, usually when you are in government, you have the leverage. And we expect you to use that leverage. Otherwise, why are you in government? We expect you to use that leverage that you have because you are in government. So please, if you have offered to complete it, do well. If it's support you need from DACF, go back and renegotiate. But make sure it's complete. And don't say it's MP's project. That's what all of you are quick to say. As if the MP's project is not the community's project. So respectfully, Honorable DC, Honorable MC, please, let's complete it for the benefits of the people of Agona and Seche South Municipal. Please.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. But I needed to give credit to my sister, my Honorable Member of Parliament, for the job done. That's why when I assumed office, I cannot bypass her to do things. I need to sit down with her, discuss and know her view on the said project and how she wants it to be done. So as you've advised, we will please go by. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How many other infractions do you have?
It was 4 and it was all abandoned projects.
I'm sorry?
It was 4 and it was all abandoned projects.
Oh, okay. You are discharged.
Thank you very much.
Take the advice seriously.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Because once you are a politician, right, whatever goes around will come around.
Thank you.
All right. Go and sin no more. Amansie South District, please. Oh, Amansie South. If I'm not here, call somebody else.
Amansie South.
Amansie South District has come and gone.
Amansie Central has come.
Oh, okay.
And Amansie West, they have come.
Okay, this one I'll write down here, no show.
No, they seems they have come.
No, they've come and
They have come.
Because there are so many Amansies, you know. Okay, what about Atwima Kwanwoma District?
That's
We are left with Swami, Asante Akim
Atwima,
Asante Akim South.
Okay, if we can't get them, let's get Ahafo Ano Southwest. Ahafo Ano Southwest. Sit down and introduce yourself.
introduce yourself, sir.
Charles Ejenim Boatin, District Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, Sadiq Abubakar, DC.
Honorable Chair, Paul Achu Agbazidor, the District Coordinating Director.
Honorable Chair, between Sophia Boatima, the head of West.
All right, your infraction is on paragraph 84, and Honorable Akwesi Kunedo will handle that.
Avon Southwest, you have about 19,000 Ghana cedis of unrecovered rent. What is the status of that amount? How much have been recovered?
Honorable Chair, all the amount involved have been collected and receipts are available and it has been forwarded to the auditors, please.
Auditors, can you please confirm if this amount has been recovered?
Honorable Chair, the full amount has been recovered.
Okay, good. But why is it the case that you would have to wait for all of these amounts to build up from people who are workers of the assembly and within? Are these individuals workers or staff of the assembly?
Some of them are the staff of the department, health, education, and the police service.
And you are supposed to collect all of these revenue. But so why must it keep so long before you are able to collect this revenue? Because they are occupants of these properties and they are still in the service. So obviously at the end of the month, what is the challenge that you faced in collecting some of these revenue?
Honorable Chair, some of them are on posting to other districts. So what we did was that we tasked the department to pay the money on their behalf.
Now let's go to the next infraction, which is on page 129, and Honorable Frank Yeboah will handle that.
Alfano Southwest. Just one thing. Zumila was supposed to repair the broken down skip track. What's the status of it now?
Honorable Chair, the trucks has been repaired.
Has been repaired?
Yes, and it's functional.
All right. Mr. Chair, that's all. I'm done. Thank you.
All right, let's go to the next one. It's paragraph 137, and Honorable NSNE will handle. Okay, Honorable Ms. Bao will take 133 first.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For North Southwest, you spent 500,877.65 on goods and services and withheld 22,000 out of it for tax purposes, which you were supposed to remit to the Ghana Revenue Authority. This was not done as at the time of audit. Could you explain why you did not remit these taxes to the GRA?
Thank you. Honorable Chair, that is not our infraction because it's even not part of our management letter. Please.
And we went to the district auditor and explained it to him.
Can the auditors help us out, please?
Honorable Chair, they indicated this issue to us earlier on, but we'll have to do a reconciliation on this and revert.
All right, let's move to the next one. Paragraph 137.
Okay, auditors, before I ask the question, can you confirm if 137.2 was disputed?
That remains. It's, yeah.
So I have Ahafo Southwest. If that remains, then we are in the same web of tax issues. So this has to do with unwithheld taxes. And for your infraction, for both your district DACF and the MP's Common Fund, you failed to withhold an amount of 12,592.37 Ghana cedis. Can you give us the status of this?
Please, Honorable Chair, all the amount involved has been paid.
Was this tax withheld at the time of payment or it was post-payment?
Honorable Chair, I took over about 6 months ago. And when the Auditor's General report came, we cross-checked and realized that those monies were paid somewhere January 28th, 2025. So it was after the auditors came out that my people at that time went to pay. Some of them, it was 6517. That was not paid, and they recommended that they should pay. But the other ones, the other difference were paid, except that they failed to print the.
Okay, can you confirm if the tax was paid January 28th or was the vendor's payment that was made January 28th? Because you made mention of a date, yes, which falls outside the cutoff period for this audit, which is January 28th, 2025, whereas this is December 2024. Was it the tax that was paid January or it was actual payment that was made in January?
Thank you. What happened is that the tax was paid on the January 28th. But what happened is that they come to do the first 9 months within the year, and after, when we enter the new year, which is 2025, they come to do the rest. But I cannot best tell whether those tax fall within the first 9 months or that of the new year, which is 2025.
Okay.
Please.
I need confirmation from auditors. Auditors, if this tax was paid in January 2025, that was even before your personnel went on the field. Why do we have this infraction still standing in their name?
Honorable Chair, I'm not certain with the date of payment is indicated. What I have here is that the amount has been paid. And I was trying to find out from the team when the issue was raised. You know, when it comes to the assembly audit, we do an interim audit, get it to the end of the year. So around September, November, or from October to December, we'll be out there doing the interim. And then when we cross over to the next year, the first quarter, we'll go and do the final audit. So I wanted to find out whether it was raised at the final audit or at the interim. Yes, so I'm here to get the answer to this, and then I will revert.
Okay, but you can confirm that every 12,000 has fully been paid?
Yes.
Okay.
That has been done.
Okay, then that resolves it. Thank you, Chair. We did 137.
137. Okay. Ahafo, you are discharged. Now, I hear that Amansie South District is back. Are you here?
Yeah, sure.
You are holding us up. Come and sit down and then introduce yourself. What? All right, introduce yourself to the committee, please.
I am Benjamin Mafu, the District Chief Executive.
Francis Amponsa, DFO.
My name is John Kofi Taylor, the District Coordinating Director.
I'm Hussein Nu, Internal Auditor.
I'm Dominic Che, Procurement Officer.
Okay, your infraction starts from paragraph 87, and it's Honorable Simon who will take care of that one.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Your infraction has to do with 4 different payments amounting to 338,227 Ghana cedis. There were no payment vouchers for these transactions. Do you have them now? Why were you not able to provide them to the auditors when they came around?
Honorable Chair, they have been found and submitted to the district auditor for verification.
Where were they found?
They were misfiled on the 2022 DACF file, but it has been found and submitted to the district auditor for verification.
I mean, I hope you know the importance of having these payment vouchers in place.
Yes, please.
So you keep a record of all your payments.
Yes, please.
Otherwise, you could be paying a friend. Yes. Of course, you don't want to, so make sure that you have these vouchers in place when they come around.
Well noted. Thank you.
Auditors.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, subsequently the payment vouchers were presented and we have verified them.
Thank you, Chair. I'm done.
Now, I'm concerned. How come you didn't have the vouchers at the time of the audit?
Honorable Chair, at the time the audit was carried out, as I said, I indicated earlier, those payment vouchers were misfiled. They were filed on one of the files belonging to DACF 2022 file. So that was why we were not able. But when I took over from my predecessor, as at the time it was an issue that has been raised. So I conducted a thorough research, a thorough search for the PV, and upon the search that I found out that it has actually been misfiled on 2022 DACF instead of the 2024.
Who was there at the time of the audit?
Mr. Nicholas.
Where is he?
He has now been posted to Nkarie.
Nkarie?
Yes, please.
Which region is that?
Ashanti.
Ashanti what?
Ashanti region.
Where? What's his name again?
Mr. Nicholas.
Mr. Nicholas, we haven't called you yet. Are you around? They'll be here tomorrow. I wish. Nicholas what?
Mr. Nicholas Edu.
Nicholas Edu?
Yes, please.
Because it doesn't make any sense. If the invoices are truly there, the PVs are truly there, how come you couldn't find them?
Honorable Chair, please, they were misfiled. I think
I'm not buying that misfiled stuff. All of you have to go through filing exam before you get a job. Every time they go and hide it somewhere, they manufacture these things. Massa, we are not playing. That's why I wanted to find out where he is, because the auditors came there. I'm sure they wrote a letter to you that they were coming. They didn't just show up like a thief. When they came there, they spent probably about 2 weeks with the assembly. Who was there at the time of the audit? You are all new, right? Are you all new?
Yes, please.
You weren't there at the time of the audit.
Honorable Chair.
We need to talk to local government services. These people create a lot of mess and then they get transferred. Before they transfer anybody, hey, members of parliament, we can make laws. So before you transfer any of these people, let's make sure they have corrected all the infractions before they get moved. Somebody is in Accra going for interview. Hey, I will bring all those audit reports. Don't promote this person because he has to solve these problems. Emi Mayo, Maye. Okay, now your next infraction is on paragraph 110, and Honorable Aleplim will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So your infraction is abandoned projects. One is a construction of a staff quarters at construction of ultra-modern fire station at Mansu Edubia. And then the second one is a 20-seater WC. Is that correct? Can you please update us?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The ultra-modern fire service at Edubia, ultra-modern fire service station at Mansu Edubia. We were using IGF to construct that ultra-modern fire service station, specifically Stulands revenue. At a point in time, the inflow of the Stuland revenue stopped. It was only last year that we started getting those inflows. Last year, we had about 65,000 because of the quantum of the fund. Honorable let us use it to procure 200 chairs for Edubia Senior High School. Got so good, or luckily enough, this year we have gotten some sumptuous amount of money, and we are planning to move on to go and complete the station in no time.
So what about the 20-seater?
Yes, that one too is in a place called Kobinaso. It was a common fund project, and because of the erratic inflows of the common fund, it stopped. We have uploaded it to the legacy project. As we speak now, it is almost completed.
Have you updated the auditors?
Yes, we
have. The progress?
Yes, we have
auditors.
Them.
Is it almost completed as is? Yeah.
Honorable Chair, our last follow-up, the projects, both projects were at 70% level of completion, and we did not cite the contractors on site. So that is a status that we have.
Did you hear him?
I heard him rightly. The time that we told them it was around 70% completed, but as I speak now, it is almost done. We've done the roofing, the plastering, finished with the, the tiling. It's left with the fixing of the toilet seat, and the project is completed for us to use.
Mr. Chair, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll follow up with you. Okay, the auditors would. That is all, right? Okay, madam.
Honorable DC, is Mansu Edubia, where you have these small resettlements. I went to one of the Mansu constituencies. It's a mining area.
Yes, Honorable.
And so there's been some resettlements. I don't know if it's your place or...
Yeah, mining company.
Yes.
Yes, they are going to resettle a certain community.
Yes, but there's another community that they have resettled and built.
No.
That it's not your place.
No, that one is Amansie West.
Oh, and they have left. Yes, but during the resettlement, you allow them to totally change the way our people live. Because when I look at the resettlement buildings and I look at how communal we live, they are totally different. Why do we allow that? Yes. It's like a camp that has been. But you know, we are more communal, we are open. The last time I went to one of those areas, and I was really surprised at the resettlements done by these mining companies. So you said a mining company is going to resettle some of the settlements in your area. I hope it won't end up like what you have in Amansie. You said West.
West, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There are blocks, but we are open, we are communal. You are saying yes here. I hope when I come one day, if something should bring me there and I come there, you would have lived up to, what you are telling the committee.
Yes. Honorable Chair, I am the chairperson for the resettlement committee.
Oh, okay. So we are in good hands.
Yes.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair, and I'm happy the regional minister is here. I think that, fortunately, the DC says he's the chairperson for the resettlement committee. Honorable, you see that she's raised a very critical matter, the power of negotiation, particularly from the seat you occupy. You see, when you are negotiating these settlements, the very nature of the architecture that they are going to introduce to resettle our people, I think at least the minimum they can do is to mimic what they are taking off. And this will depend on how you are able to negotiate these things. So that it's not like building concentration camps for our people in the name of new buildings and resettling them. We are a community, we are a people, we live in certain patterns of settlement. And then based on our daily lives, those influence the kind of settlements and the way we locate our housing. Some have some farmlands around their houses and so on and so forth. I think you should take into consideration all these things. Perhaps always set a committee to factor in all these things before we accept such terms of resettlement. I think the people have been taking our people for far too long, and we should not continue to accept these. Thank you so much.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
Right, you are discharged. Now let's call Atwima District. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Ibrahim Isaac, the DC. I'm Samuel Kwajan, the Coordinating Director. Ebenezer Chibosiaku, Finance Officer.
Now, I see Atwima NY Abieja. Is that you?
Atwima Punia.
You have the same name for about 3 or 4 districts. Why? Creative.
It was one district. And later
it was one district.
Into 3, yeah.
Okay, so that one is different. Okay, so this municipal is different. Then you have Imponia. Honorable Frederick Ahinkwa will take that one on paragraph 120.
Thank you, Chairman. Atwima Punia.
Yes, Honorable.
Yes. You took monies, you deducted taxes which were supposed to be sent to the Commissioner General, yet you failed to do that between January to September 2024. Tell us what warranted that.
Honorable Chair, we deducted and then pay to a GRA through the, when you pay, they credited through the portal. And so when we look at the printer that we submitted, we have paid from February it was up to November. It was up to November that those infractions occur that we were able to pay. Because at times when you pay, even we went there to reconcile with them before we were able to get the actual balance. At times when you pay the inconsistency, they are not able to reconcile. And if they are not able to reconcile, you can't print from the portal. And that's what happened, those infractions occur. And we have paid those, remitted those monies that we could not remit when the auditors came.
Yes, but the response you gave to the auditors when they came is different from the response you are giving now. Per the auditors, you said moving from where you are to Nyinahini, from Nyinahini to Kumasi to pay the monies is a problem.
Yes, it's part of it. Because from Nyinahini, at times when you deduct 28 cedis, 30 cedis, so when you are traveling from Nyinahini to come and pay, even the fare and those alone, so at times we accumulate them before we go and pay. And that's part of the issue too.
This is a matter of law. Even if it is 1 cedi, you have been given timelines that 15 days after the end of the calendar month, within the 15 days you have to pay. So anything above the 15 days, you have violated the law.
Notice.
So it doesn't matter how small that money is. It's government revenue. Why are you keeping the money?
Okay, yeah. These monies were paid actually per our records.
We know they were paid, but once you deduct the monies, you are not supposed to keep the monies. You are supposed to pay to the Commissioner General. Per your responses, that the money is delayed with you because moving from Nyinahini with those mega amount to pay to the Commissioner General account is a price. He just alluded to the fact.
Yes.
Why are you changing your stance?
I'm not changing it.
But what are you telling me? The law is the law. The law is saying when the money is deducted, you are not supposed to keep the money. You deduct the money when the calendar month ends. Within 15 days after the calendar month has ended, you are supposed to reimburse the Commissioner General. So even if it is a peswa, per the law, you have to pay the money promptly.
Noted, Honorable Chairman.
This is what we want to hear.
Thank you.
So this thing should not reoccur again.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
Yes.
You have another tax issue, which is on page 141, and Dr. Jasso will handle that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, this has to do with payment of VAT without VAT invoices. And you entered into some transaction where some supplies were made. And because of the non-use of VAT invoices, the state lost 19,875 Ghana cedis. These were a series of supplies that you financed from the MP share of the common fund. Street lights, wax, and other related items. The timing is understandable, but how come? Do you have the receipts now?
Yes, please, we have all the receipts. The VAT invoices were collected, but unfortunately, it was part of the contract documents. It wasn't part of the payment vouchers. So when the auditors come, they didn't see the VAT invoice attached to the PVs. That caused the infraction. So later, we collected it from the procurement officer and showed it to the auditors for verification.
Okay, that's fine. But why did you allow that to happen? I mean, they come, they observe these things, write a management letter, you respond, then now you come here with this kind of story. I know. Yeah. Why do you do that?
Actually, it was the second part audit that they came to do. It was around January. So after gathering the evidence, I think the management letter 2 was ready. That caused the. So we provided the
We provided the evidence, but they have finished issuing the management letter. That was it.
Auditors, could you kindly confirm whether these receipts are now intact?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they later on after the audit presented the VAT invoices for our verification. And then the earlier one to the taxes were remitted to the GRA as at 25th April 2025. 25th May 2025.
Were you the finance officer then?
Yes, please.
All right, Honorable Chair, that will be all for me.
All right, thank you. I guess these are the two you were cited for. Or do you have any more that I haven't mentioned?
Yes, they have one.
Which one was that?
7 paragraph 777 RFJ.
That's in the DACF, right?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
No. It's the deeper.
Delayed and abandoned projects. Isn't that so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait, Honorable Chair.
Okay. Atwima
Kwanwoma.
It's a DACF project. What is the status of this project now?
Honorable Chair, it has been completed and then handed over to the principal and it's in use.
What about the 2-bedroom doctor's bungalow?
It has also been handed over to the commission and then handed over to the...
Has it been completed?
Yes, sir.
Are the auditors aware of it?
They are aware.
They are aware. Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, the projects have been completed. We even have the pictures to that. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.